AITA for not inviting my pregnant SIL to Thanksgiving? I, 33F, hosted Thanksgiving this year. Every year it rotates between me, my sister and my brother's homes. It's a pretty big gathering that normally involves my siblings, their partners, my sister's kids and our parents. This year, my brother James, 35M, and his wife Becky, 31F, are having their first child. The baby is due in spring. We have a traditional Thanksgiving meal, watch the parade, play games as a family, couple drinks together in the evening, the usual stuff. Same kind of thing every year. This year a couple weeks back, I get what is basically a list of demands from Becky in our family group chat. She wants to come, but her pregnancy means some things need to be adjusted. Her rules were no poultry as the smell makes her sick, no alcohol as the smell makes her sick and she can't join in. The food needs to be served early as she needs to nap during the time it's normally served, and she doesn't want to play the games as she tires easily, so can we just listen to music, talk in the evening instead? I was really upset by this. Firstly, none of us are vegetarian and so I don't really know how to prepare a turkey alternative, but secondly I'd already ordered the turkey and it seems like a waste. And to not be able to drink, eat when we want to or even play our games in the evening just feels so unreasonable when 9 of us won't get to celebrate in the way we'd like to. In the family chat I replied and said while I would make her a non-poultry meal and would make sure people don't drink at the table, I wouldn't ban poultry or alcohol from the house and I certainly wouldn't be not playing our games. Particularly as my niece and nephew are now old enough to join in and really loved it last year. Both James and Becky said first was being unreasonable and that she's pregnant so I need to be more understanding. My mom joined in and said it's not hard to accommodate, but I was really annoyed by this point. I told Becky she was uninvited if she can't accept any compromise whatsoever. James called me separately to say I'm excluding her and ruining their Thanksgiving and she can't help how she feels during pregnancy. I said I wasn't excluding her and she's welcome if she can accept that Thanksgiving has to work for everyone else too. In the end neither Becky or James came over. It was a weird day without them and I'm sad they weren't there, but I feel like I wasn't unreasonable. I do want to make amends, but AITA? AITA for refusing to go through with a donation to a children's hospital? Recently a children's hospital in our city held a fundraising dinner and auction to raise money to upgrade their cancer wing. My wife works as an administrator for the hospital group that owns the children's hospital but doesn't work for the children's hospital. She told me their CEO expected all of the administrators to go to mingle with the donors and asked if I wanted to come. I wanted to but declined because I had a dinner meeting the same night. That night came and we went to our separate functions. I got home first and went straight to bed because I was tired from my full day. The next day when we woke up, everything was normal as we talked about our night. Somewhere in the middle of our conversation, my wife told me that we donated $5,000 to the children's hospital. I was stunned. I asked her to repeat it just to make sure I heard her correctly. I didn't remember us talking about any donations, much less a $5,000 donation. Honestly, I didn't know what to say. I told my wife while it looks like we can afford the donation right now, our financials took a big hit with this economy and looks to be taking a bigger hit next year. The company I work for have been holding high-level meetings about our clients not renewing contracts because they're anticipating their own slowdown. There's a slim but real chance I might lose my job next year if the economy and our business doesn't pick up. This is not the time to be giving away $5,000. She argued that she already made the donation so there's nothing we can do about it. I went to check our account and saw it hasn't been withdrawn, so went to the bank and opened another account, then transferred my portion of the account leaving only her money. I transferred my direct deposits into the new account, leaving our joint account with only her money and direct deposit. She doesn't have much more than $5,000, so once the children's hospital donation hits that account, she won't have enough money left to buy a cup of coffee. I told her what I did and that she made the donation without talking to me about it, so it's coming out of her money, not mine. She said I can't do that because both of our names are on the donation brick. They put the donor's name on a brick then use those bricks to build part of the new wing, and she can't back out of it without looking foolish to the rest of the executive team. I told her she should have thought of that before giving away money without talking to me first. She argued it's for a good cause, to which I argued making sure we're not homeless next year is a better cause. I'm standing my ground, but she's gotten her family involved. Her father called me to have a man-to-man talk about me being a better man by supporting my wife and helping children. They're making me out to be some kind of monster because we can afford it right now. Am I monster?